And, you know, it's what you do in this lifetime that really inspires me. I mean, what you can do after that, well, I ain't going to join your funeral. Brother Ali can come to your funeral because, you know, Muslims have funeral. But, you know, we let the dead bury our dead.
Yeah, but Brother Utah, on the same, you know, my minister once said, you are created from the earth, man. Now, your blood is water to that which grows. Your flesh is vegetation to that which grows. Your bones represents the stone of the earth. So when you say back to the earth, you will go. When you go and everything just rots away, you understand me? Things grow healthier. Okay? Now, what's the difference? Look at what he have done to you. He put you in a box. But even before that, the last breath that you take now, where does that breath go? With the other breath that keeps you from floating, the molecules that keep you here, the gravity to the earth, that's your ancestors. You understand me?
But Ali, I hear all of this, right?
Yeah.
Something going on in my head. If this is the case for what you're saying, right? What sort of doctrine are those other Muslims being taught when they go and suicide bomb a place with promise of having 100 virgins in paradise? What they taught about that paradise where they can get those 100 virgins?
Okay. Same difference that you have within the Christian community, where a man tells you, if you put your hands in his hands, he will ask the Lord to bless you. You see what I'm saying? Now, he believes that, and he's get you to believe it. So the guy is telling me, if I go out there and blow up some people, and blow up myself, I'm going to have virgins. And if I'm going to have virgins, give me them now.
Yeah.
Give me them right now when I can look at
do
them.
100 virgins.
Well, I get old for that now.
But it's the same thing that he promised you in one sense from the Christian perspective as to when you go to heaven. Look at it. You die. And you're going to go up to heaven.
Mind you, Utah. But Utah, step back a minute now. The Christians do the same thing.
Exactly.
So you have this concept of martyrdom, where Christians went and martyred themselves, willingly gave their lives, lay down without resistance to the gladiators or the lions would eat them.
But that was back in the days.
But I want to show you the similarity in what Brother Ali is saying. It is the promise that both religions hold out in terms of eternal life. Now, for a Rasta, that distinguishes Rasta from the other doctrines. Because Rasta don't have that concept of an afterlife or a paradise. We don't have, our paradise is Ethiopia. And heaven for us is the day when we could look from the Cape to Cairo and we could see one united African nation with a united and solidified African people working for their own progress. They're empowered, they're independent, they're on the move, and they're the most powerful force on the planet. That's my heaven.
Nah, Brother Hanna, I got a lot of Rasta friends. They always saying they want the government to give them money to be repatriated back to Ethiopia, right?
But that's fair.
Yeah, but why should the government give them money for them
but think about it.
A Starliner ship?
No, but think about Utah. Did your ancestors come here with a ticket? Did they have a passport?
How did we get here?
I mean, they didn't pay to come here. They were brought here forcefully. Now, we are the descendants of those people. We have a right, I think, to return home. And the people that enslaved us, they owe us something. They owe us for our ancestors. They owe us reparations. So not only to ship us over, you know, but to build schools, to build universities, to build hospitals. So when we go over there, we don't become a burden on those people. So their burden is much more than the ship. They owe us. And this government is not just the PLP and the FNM. This is the same, this is the government of the Queen. Well, they still represent the Queen. So it's the Queen we're going after. And the Queen representative is the Minister of Justice, the court system, the Prime Minister, and his loyal opposition.
But I black, right? But I don't want to go to Ethiopia.
Why not?
No, but you see, put it this way.
I don't want to go. I will stay right there in Nassau.
But ain't nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that.
And you should control here too, you know.
What we are saying, what we're actually saying, let's use here as an example. In the United States, when Japan and the United States was fighting, many Japanese in the United States were taken out to California. They were put in concentration camps. Okay? If we look at another set of people, the Jewish people, they were also put in camps supposedly in Germany. But sooner or later, they were able to get the government to compensate them for what was done to them, Jews or Japanese. Now the Americans paid the Japanese. The Germans paid the Jews. Now, we were more in numbers that came out of Africa, and we built this entire Western civilization. So what we are saying, we need reparation for that. In the United States, in the South, they were told that you would get 40 acres and a mule. Nobody can tell you about the 40 acres and the mule. So, but what happens, we continue to agitate for reparation. And we will continue, because if we were paid reparation, just like you said, what is happening today, or what we found out, not only were our ancestors stolen from Africa, those who stole us from Africa went back to Africa and stole Africa for the remaining of Africans who were there. The gold mines, diamond mines, and many things that are happening now, we are not benefiting from it. So what we're saying right now, since money is not that which divides us, okay, what right now have us in the condition that we are in? It's because we are not only doers of evil following the evil ones, we have now become lovers of this evil. Once upon a time when we were segregated, we had a thriving community. What happened? They saw wherein integration was what you wanted. So they opened the doors, let you in. So here you are now on Bay Street instead of being on Wolf Road.
Well, we could go back to the Tower of Babel. Back to
well even then, like you said a while ago, let's don't go back too far. Let's go back to something that we can actually touch. And we will see where the downfall was. So what Brother Hanna just said, we want reparation, to build better school, to say to Brother Utah Taylor, you should not just be using this equipment for how good I think you are. You should be teaching this because it's a hands-on.
But can we do it here? I don't want to go to Ethiopia.
No,
no, you don't have to.
Say
you don't have to.
No.
But the reparations should apply to you here.
To you here.
In the Congress, you know. What we call for is a republic, eventually a republic of the United States of Africa and associated diasporan states.
Yes.
So that means country like the Bahamas, where we have control of the country. Or we should have control. We don't really have it. But where we can have control of these countries, Jamaica, Trinidad, we should take control of the countries and we should ally ourselves to Africa to create a new paradigm. Our trading pattern, instead of you going to America to buy all of this fancy equipment you got, Brother Utah, you go directly to Japan and get it direct. We got to change our way of thinking. And part of the problem we have is that I understand you saying you want to stay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I want to leave. Okay. So I think I should have the choice to say I want to stay or I want to leave. We've never been given that decision. The fact that you could say I want to stay is an important decision. I think you should have that right. And the same with me. I want to leave. So I should have the right to say, well, let me go.
Yeah, but he should also have the right to have dual citizenship. In Africa, he can visit. Suppose you are there.
Okay.
And when you are there now, because you wanted to get there.
Yeah.
So you set up base.
Yeah.
And you see the need of the brain of a Utah Taylor.
Yeah.
You would be now out of this reparation fund, be able to bring Brother Taylor in.
Yeah, so